The Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio Show also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. So call Two Eagles Auto Body and ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527.
Okay. Okay, we'll just do that for right now.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony and Sally on the Knock 'em Dead radio show. They're going to keep knocking 'em dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
3-2 to Mookie Wilson. Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Hello, Tony. Mookie Wilson here, 1986 Mets. How you doing? Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, that Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio, man. I miss you. I wish I was still up there, man. But I'll wait till it warm up a little bit, and hopefully this year things will be a little bit better, man. But when we're talking about comedy, hey, the early years of Mets was a lot to laugh about. You had to make a lot of comedy off those guys. Hey, hope to see you guys during the summer, and hopefully get back on the show, man, at some point in time during the course of the year, all right? All right? Yeah, fine. Contact me, man. All right, Tony. Talk to you later.
There we go. Oh, there we are. Hi, everybody. It's Tuesday trivia time. Jay's here. I'm here. We're going to have some fun with you today. Welcome to the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show. Coming at you live on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. That's the name of the Twitch channel. Thanks for joining us. Please, right above my head, please subscribe to this channel, like the show, and share the show all over your social media stuff. we'd appreciate it. I'm having trouble with that monitor in here. Stupid.
This is the Who Deserves a Handicap Sticker More episode here on Knock 'em Dead on Tuesday. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Hope everybody's well. Kind of crappy weather out there, but we don't let that stop us from having a sunny atmosphere in here.
Oh, it's always sunny here.
How are you, pal?
It's like Cowboy Stadium. The Angels shine on us. We're governors, like.
The Cowboy Stadium.
Yeah, they have the glass or whatever in the middle, so the gods can shine down on it.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, so.
Wow.
I always feel like the gods are shining when you're in governors, so.
The gods
Jeff
just
Bosey
shine.
knows.
What's that?
Jeff Bosey knows what that's like.
Bosey, he owes a lot to this club.
Yeah, that's my guy, man.
Bosey's all right. He's a good boy.
So what are we talking about?
Well, just quick. Astros or Phillies? What's your call?
I'm a
here?
Yankee fan, so I'm going with the Phillies. I was a little upset they rained out last night because I was home.
Yep.
I had nothing to do. I was like, all right, I could watch the game because I hadn't been able to watch the other two because it was during the weekend.
Right.
But yeah, let's go Phillies.
Okay. How many games? Do you have any predictions or what? You don't even really care that much. Huh?
I'll take. Listen, it's the last series, so if they could go 7, go 7. I'll take 7 games.
Just to get more baseball.
I'm a diehard baseball fan.
Right back. Yep. Right back at you. Me too.
Football's okay. I'm not as into it as baseball. I do the fantasy football, so that makes it like. I almost had a comeback last night. I'm like 6-2, and I was going against the guy who was 7. I was 5-3. No, 6 and yeah.
Are you all right? You want to start that over?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. And then the guy I was going against was undefeated, and he had Joe Burrow in. I had Amari Cooper, and Cooper had a night, and Burrow was shitting the bed early, but turns out I lost. But it's okay. Bozy, what do you think of the sickness T-shirt? You like it? It's a sickness. Let's talk about the sickness.
All right, yeah, let's get right into that. Explain what's going on here.
It's a sickness.
What is?
These motherfuckers are sick in the head, yo.
Who are we talking about in particular?
Long Island comedy.
Long Island comedy?
Yes.
So you had this shirt made up.
I did.
Is there anything on the back?
No, I just had it on the front. Frank Macri created the slogan when he would post on Facebook under people's stuff, and he goes, "You have the sickness, Jay," and I realized he's so right, and I have it. We all have it.
Well, all right, first, who is? My apologies, I don't know who that is.
Frank Macri. He's the guy who got me started in comedy. He is the owner of Comedy Inc.
What's that?
He does comedy shows in Babylon, the Roslyn Cellar.
Oh, okay. Like he's a producer.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. So, all right. So, what is it? What is the sickness?
The sickness is, take for example, a comedian passed away. Rest in peace. Great guy. John Butera made a post about it.
Okay.
Arnie Price goes up.
Yeah.
Oh, so sorry to hear. What a great guy.
Right.
We need to do more together, like more shows. And rest in peace, my friend. So I write.
So right in the middle of this post, saying,
we need to do more together.
Yeah. It's right in the middle of this.
Yeah.
He then just turns it about himself, and yeah, okay.
That's the sickness.
That's a sickness.
That's the sickness. So I reply, only you could turn a condolence comment into trying to get more shows. You're a jerk off.
Oh, my goodness. You really went right at him.
Yeah, because this guy's just, seriously, like, you don't do that shit, man.
Yeah, that's
There's so many forms of the sickness.
Okay.
And it's just a matter, some people need CPR and mouth-to-mouth. Other people, like myself, I have the sickness. We all have it.
There's just various levels?
Various levels,
because you would never write something like that.
And you have the sickness. Like, I know I have it. So, like, yeah. Like, don't...
Do you, though? Give me an example of how you have it. Because that example...
I did bar shows for 5 years. Bringer shows for 5 years. I have the sickness. Like,
but that's not... That's just trying to get out there and trying
That's
to
part of the sickness. Like,
wanting to just get out there is part of the sickness?
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So, all right, so maybe I'm not following this. So what exactly...
The
To me,
sickness
there's a
is-
difference between what this guy commented.
I'm not saying, okay, so wanting to get out there isn't the sickness, but, it's just...
Because I think you're better than that.
Oh, well, I have it, but it's just an extent of how do you have it, Like, oh, I'm on a comedy tour. You're performing in front of 12 people in a different town.
Right. Right, it's not
You're
a tour.
selling
It's
it
just...
to the new people that you're trying to bring on the tour as. I can't promise you're going to make good money, because we're probably not, because it's a door deal. But at least we're performing in a different area. No, tell them the truth. Let them know you're probably going to make 20. The hotel, gas, and tolls is going to be $300 for the weekend.
Right.
And you're going to make $20 times 2. 2 nights, $40. That is the sickness. And then you wonder why people fucking bash you.
I can understand. I mean, I hear you. There are plenty of comedians out there that call it a tour when they're just booking themselves at various bars in the tri-state area. But you can admire the fact that they're calling it a tour because they're trying to present it more professionally. They're trying to get out there. They're trying to become something bigger.
It's not. I get all that, yeah, but it's a sickness, man. It's a fucking sickness.
So I want to make sure I'm understanding. Are we talking about ego?
No, we're talking about mental fucking health. Mental health. It's a sickness. You've seen so many. We've talked about it here.
Sure.
We've talked about it here. It's a sickness.
No, and I agree. We have talked about it off the air, but we've talked about certain people. We've talked about specific instances. So I'm where
that guy pushed me to make the shirt. Like, I've said it. People are saying it. Pat Dunn throws it out. It's a sickness because he's realized.
Andy throws it out there all the time.
We know. We know. Like, whoa. And what that guy did. I was like, I need to make a shirt because this guy. It's a fuck, bro. How dare you? And then he tried to defend himself.
Yeah.
Like, no, I meant it as the guy had more shows than him. Bro, stop. You're a jerk off, and now you're a douche for defending yourself.
but I think that's why I'm confused though by sickness, because to me, that's a sickness.
That's he needs CPR, mouth to mouth chemo. Yeah, that's that sickness. Yes.
But you don't. I guess, yeah, that's why I'm confused, because you would never stoop to that. You would never say something
I would
like
never do that. You don't do that.
You don't do that. That's
like,
awful.
What a jerk off. That's a perfect bullet. It's the over dramatization of a person's entertainment career while experiencing the nut jobs that come along with the package. Yes. Or high school with real life diagnosed mental problems. That's what it is too.
Good morning, Ken Pichelle. He's waiting for Tuesday trivia. Yep, it's coming soon. We'll get to that shortly. The over-dramatization of a person's entertainment career. But again, we're not... These guys that call it a tour, they're not over-dramatizing it. They're not... It's not an ego thing. They're just trying to make themselves bigger.
It's an ego thing.
It is an ego thing?
It is. That's them. Oh, I'm a headliner. I'm a headliner.
But you will perform with these guys.
You have no fucking choice.
I don't know if I agree with that. You don't have a choice?
Yeah, you want to work or you want to sit home and fucking watch TV.
But you in particular, you're getting more and more work in the main club.
Yeah.
So you do have a choice. You can keep getting these.
And I really haven't been doing a lot of those other shows.
Oh, you haven't? See, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I haven't. Because I don't want to book them, and then they message me, "Hey, you want to do a show?" And then I'm stuck between that, So
Sure.
I just.
So you've been booking less of those and
with
just
hopes and prayers.
yeah.
to perform.
But you are. It does seem like you've become the latest regular in their class of regulars here.
I'm just living my dream. Like, and that's the thing, like, you know, I understand, and that's why I understand the sickness. Like, you have to, because it's a shitty business. It's a shitty business. You're preyed on. You have to bring people. You have to beg people to come. It's you have to juggle your regular life. It's a shitty business, so I get that. So you want to, you know, of course you want to glorify it, but at the end of the day, you get bitter with the people. There's sick people you deal with. There is sick people you deal with.
But it seems to me, and maybe I'm missing the point, or maybe I'm just not around it enough as you are. But everything you're saying, anybody can say about any walk of life or any job.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. And this is, you know, part of it.
Sure. But again, so I can understand why these guys would make it look bigger, because they're trying to project a certain level. They're trying to be professional.
Of course, we all want to be looked at in that level.
Right.
But keep it real. You know, like, say what it is.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You know, it's
And how do these people that have the sickness, like that level where they're commenting like that, how does it affect you and the other comedians around you, if at all?
It doesn't, but you're interacting with these people.
Just the fact that you have to be around them and be associated with them?
Yeah.
Do you feel you are associated with
and
them?
you know, social media, all that, because it's always like, hey, book me, and then how do I get on this show? How do I get on that show? You know, you're a comedian. I'm a comedian. Like, you know, like I had a guy. He was like, oh, I want to come watch you. I'm like, okay, well, I'm in the giggle room. Mm-hmm. He goes, I'm like, you have to buy tickets, the thing. He's a comedian, so
Okay.
he knows.
Okay.
Or says he's a comedian, but he's just got the heavy sickness. So he goes, well, I can come to Governor's for free. I go, whoa. No. If you're going to come for free and do all that, you're not going to tell them at the door you're here to see me, because they're going to be like, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
Right.
And then they're going to be like, he goes, well, I graduated from their comedy class with super high honors. I'm allowed to come for free. I go, whoa. That has
Super high honors?
Bro, I have the message. Yes. I go, okay, well, if that's the case, do not say my name at all.
Right.
Do whatever the fuck you want. Don't say you're coming to see me. That's the sick.
All right. Well, the few things to that. First off, if you are around here enough, you should know that, no, you don't get into the giggle room for free, because you're screwing up the guy that booked it, because he's got, most likely, has a door deal. Secondly, yes, when you are a graduate of the comedy class here, Truson's class, I don't know about Walker and Bales, but Truson's class, he does tell you can get into most shows in the main club for free since you graduated from this class. But you do have to call ahead. You have to make sure it's okay. If it's like a big show like a Kevin James, no, you have to pay like everybody else. So you have to call ahead. You have to make sure it's okay. You can't just assume, and then right, because then you don't want to say, well, yeah, I'm here to see Fat Jay, because, right, like you said, that makes you look bad. That makes it look like you had something to do with this. And then the high honors thing just makes me laugh. There's no such thing.
Like, I was at my cousin's wedding this weekend, and her mom, my aunt, was good friends with a really famous comedian on Long Island, from Long Island, mother.
The mother of a famous comedian.
Yes.
Okay.
So my aunt was friends with her. My cousin is friends with this guy's sister. She was at the wedding.
Okay.
My cousin obviously knows I'm an aspiring comedian. Now, if I was super, like if I was riding the little bus to the comedy school,
Okay.
I met her.
Yeah.
This is my cousin Jason. He's the up and coming comedian I've told you about. Da 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 da. Oh, you worked with my brother before? I did. Not worked with him. I was on the fundraiser show. He showed up. They gave him a guest spot. Did I say hello to him in the green room? Yes, but nothing like, hey, Jay, you're my opener tonight. You know, nothing like that.
Yeah.
She goes, that's great. She goes, who else do you work with that I know?
Okay.
So I named 3 names. Carrie was my... I love Carrie. Oh, my God.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Are you coming to see Don Sill's film?
Yes.
All
When
right.
is it?
November 16th. It's coming up.
Yes, I'll be
Because
there.
I didn't mean to change the subject. It's just Carrie, because she's phenomenal. Her and Joey Cole are phenomenal in this thing. Sorry, go ahead.
So, now, she says to my cousin, when you get back from the honeymoon, all that, when we get together, reach out, get me Jay's info. I want to pass it along. Maybe you can get a guest spot.
Oh, nice.
Sickness
Yeah.
would be, yo, I'm working with so-and-so, blase, blase, blah, da, 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 da.
But again, and you don't have it.
That's the sickness, yes.
Right, because you're not going around saying, hey, I'm working with blah, 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 blah.
If I would to get a guest spot, I'd fucking blow it. You know, like, I keep it real. Like, that's a fucking great, it's just a good opportunity. It's good for social media. I worked with so-and-so.
Right.
Like, I opened for Craig Robinson. I sat for 2 hours in the green room with Craig
I
Robinson.
love Craig Robinson. He's so freaking funny.
Yo, I watch TV. Anything you watch on TV, there's a Pizza Hut commercial with fucking Craig Robinson in it.
That's right. Yep.
I'm not a big movie buff, but I've seen the Hot Tub Time Machines. I've seen the movies he's in. Like,
See, and again, I do feel there's a big difference. Of course, you want a guy like you, or you would go around and say, hey, I got a spot. I'm going to be working with so-and-so. Because it's just a fact, and you're excited. And the people that we're talking about, the Bosis, the Plajanoses, like these guys, they don't really have the sickness or a
they're
high
my
level
friends.
because they
They're
would be
supposed to
genuinely happy for you. Exactly.
You're supposed to clap for those people.
Right. All supposed to be
if you
supportive.
get that spot, I'm a clapper, man.
Right.
I'm a fucking clapper.
Right.
Yo, because you know what? If you clap for someone else, it's going to come back to you. And I've
Right.
always
Right.
known that. So, like, that's the thing. Like, the sickness would be like, now, I could have been like, when you post it on Instagram, that, the other, they think like, it's, like Craig Robinson saw you and was like, Jay, come open for me. No, I got booked through Andrea. Hey, come, do you want to open for, yeah.
Still worked with him.
That's the thing, but like, people are nutbags. They're fucking nutbags. Mm-hmm. It's a sickness. Sums it up in one simple line. It's a sickness. Dan Romano.
Oh,
Sickness. CPR. Fucking mouth to mouth.
That man.
Stunned, right? That motherfucker needs. That's the guy. That's the guy. There's a protege of his going around, by the way. That motherfucker needs CPR too. But
Oh, is that right?
I digress.
Oh, I'd love to hear off the air who that is.
We'll tell you.
All right. I have not talked about Dan Romano for a long time, and I've been much happier. Whatever goes on in his life is his business, and it has nothing to do with me, and I'm... Are you able to do that when you're all Long Island comedians playing in some of the same
I
places.
can't believe
Are you able
I
to separate
didn't even
yourself?
mention him. We could have just summed it up in that one name. Like, that would have been. Yeah, because, my 48th sold out show. I don't do bringer shows. These aren't bringer shows. Shut the fuck up. Every show's a bringer show.
Yeah. Yes. Agreed.
I'll be honest. I'm on the Hershey and Keegs show in the Giggle Room. Hot. Talk about super high honors. When Hirsch messaged me, I fucking felt good. That's nice. Like, they
Absolutely
included me. That was nice. They're good dudes. I have their shirt, by the way. I was going to wear their shirt today here because they made it fat people friendly, which ironically it wasn't at first. I'm fucking stunned by that. But so, I have the flyer, and you could post it on Facebook, Instagram. Bro, I don't swear to God. No one saw my post and said, I'm coming to this show, like on Instagram. It doesn't happen. You get, I can't make it that night.
Yes.
Yes. So what I figured out after 3.5 years, you got to text these motherfuckers. So I texted to everyone. Because everyone's always like, let me know when you're on another show. I'll come. You know, like.
Oh, yeah.
So
I get that too, yeah.
And then... Yeah, you know.
And I'm not even half the comedian you guys are.
And so I have 10 people coming to that. So like
oh, that's great.
That's a good thing, you know, and it's like
that's going to be a great show, by the way.
Every show is a bringer show.
Yes, it is.
Do you want to perform to the table in fucking chairs?
Right.
Like you said it the other day, I was watching, and I was the only one watching. You're like, no one's fucking watching. You all suck. You wanted to kill yourself. You're like, it was like 11:03. You're like, all right, we're ending the show at noon.
It always takes a few minutes for everybody to join in. I
sickness. It's a sickness. But and like that's the thing, like. Every show's a bringer show. I talk to people. Yo, I have the dudes at Dunkin' Donuts fucking know. Because they're always like, so I talk to them.
Yeah.
They're like, how was the show last night? 2 people standing in line like, what show? And then I'm like, I'm a comedian.
Right.
You're selling yourself.
Constantly.
Selling yourself and being a fucking idiot is 2 different things.
Oh, absolutely. We're all prostitutes.
Oh, without a doubt.
Without a doubt. Let me ask you this then. Uh-oh. What was that? Did he just lock us in?
I don't know.
Oh, maybe he was making sure it was closed. Maybe we're being too loud. Maybe he was just making sure it was closed. Wow. Sorry. So let me ask you this then with a guy like Romano. He's a guy like that who definitely has the ultimate sickness.
CPR, mouth to mouth, bloop, 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 chest things.
But why do so many pay attention to him? Why is he always a topic of conversation?
I just use him as he's the perfect example of it.
Yeah.
And you know what he does? You know, so he takes a guy who's new, right? Or doesn't understand about the business of the predatory part of it, the predatory part.
Yeah.
So, listen, man. It's a shitty business. I'll be the first one to tell you. It sucks. It's a grind.
It's a grind, yeah. I wouldn't say sucks, but it's definitely a grind.
It sucks. No, it sucks. When you're doing bar shows and bringer shows.
Yeah, okay.
You know, there's 6. You think you're booked 3 nights, you know, Friday, Saturday, Thursday. You think you're booked 3 nights, and, you know, to the people out there that you tell it to, they think it's real deal, good shit, you know? And then you show up and there's 6 people there and you want to fucking kill you. And those 6 people don't even know they're there for a comedy show. And it's Thursday night football and they're like, what is this fat fuck talking about? Well, I'm trying to have fucking wings and watch Russell Westbrook. Russell fucking whatever his name is from the Broncos. Fucking, like, they don't want no part of it.
Right, yeah.
But if you turn that guy around and get that guy to laugh at you while you're up there,
right?
And he's done, and you're done, and he high fives you as you're walking back to the fucking corner with the other 12 comedians. You're like, wow, I can really do this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can do this.
Right.
And then it's like, but it's the shitty aspect of it, you know? It's just... And so that guy, that guy who doesn't understand the predatory part of it about bringing friends and this and that, and he tells them, oh, you could do my shows, and you don't have to bring anyone, and this and that. I bring the crowd. Okay. He was bringing the crowd. How long did that last? Because you were putting shitty comedians on or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, you could have a good headliner, but the people are sitting there for hours.
Right.
It's not just the headliner they're watching. And if you want to do that, that's fine. Everyone deserves a chance. Everyone has an off night. So were they shitty comedians? Who knows? I don't know what his problem was because I didn't get involved, but I was just watching him. And now that guy gets an opportunity to do a comedy show that could be a show where there's 40, 50 people in the fucking audience. And then he does good that night. Okay, so now he does good that night. So that producer has a Firehouse show in 2 months and says, hey, you want to do my Firehouse show? You just did real good. It's $100 paid spot. Give you 10 minutes. That guy's like, yeah. But now that guy says, no, I don't do those shows anymore. I can't keep bringing people because Dan Romano says I don't need to bring people. So guess what? Since Dan Romano did a show and did his last show, that motherfucker hasn't done one show since. So you're either not good enough, you either need to keep bringing and practicing, or you're going to fucking fall off and not do any shows. I didn't want to be that guy.
Right.
I love this. So that's part of the sickness. Because that one guy eating wings on a Thursday night, high-fiving you, man, you're like, wow, I could do this.
Right.
That's all part of the sickness. Like, I had one guy out of 5 laugh and said I was fucking hysterical. You go home, that's the sickness. That's the sickness. That's why we all have it. I'm at Dunkin' Donuts. I did a show in the Giggle Room. I did a guest spot in the Giggle Room. It was a guest spot because I was doing Terry's show on the patio. Mike Cannon was here. They were like, Jay, I want you to do a guest spot. Okay. Vinny D'Agostino was the host, FBI agent.
Yeah, Vinny's great. Cannon's great, too. I love Cannon.
I make a comment about, wow, I never thought QAnon's going to show up at the Giggle Room on a Friday night. I'm in Dunkin' Donuts 2 weeks later, standing behind a guy, older gentleman. He goes, yeah, you're fucking hysterical. He goes, I seen you in the Giggle Room with the FBI agent that night. He goes, bro, killer. Can't wait to come back and see you.
Nice.
Like, that's, and that,
Yep.
that adds to the sickness.
Yes.
So now that's, you know, that battery thing you see on things, you know, like that battery gauge.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That, sickness, that fucking battery just shot up. Who's calling in?
I think it's Dan Romano.
City Morgue, you kill him, we chill him.
Listen, how can I not call in on this hot topic?
All right.
Okay. First off, the creature that lives in Farmingdale or lurks around Farmingdale, he needs to like go into a hospital and disappear like that Bagel Boss guy. That's first off. Okay,
goodness.
He needs to disappear. He needs to go away. He needs to stop.
He's going to
And the problem
badmouth me
is
for the next month just because we're talking about him on the show.
He doesn't even follow any of this anymore. He's in his own little world and delusional in his own world. The people that go to him and follow him, the people that went to him in the beginning have learned their lesson. And the people that stick with him are the people that are going to stay where they belong.
Yeah.
Down in the bottom. In the bottom. They belong there. And back to Jay's point, there's a huge, gigantic problem with this portion of the entertainment industry. It is oversaturated. It is filled with these shows that bring you nothing but mediocrity, and at the same token, it's almost like a hostage situation.
Bozy, and you see, this is where I'm gonna disagree. You have points that there are. Yes, it's tough. it's you're not getting the best quality show. I understand that. But doing those shows, I think, made me a better comedian.
Oh, agreed. But when you're going ahead and you're having a show with like 16 comics, at what point does it become fun to be at?
Yes. No, you're right.
You're killing what this is supposed to be.
Yes.
But what's the alternative? And I'll use Butera as an example. He'll throw 12, 13, 14 comics up on a night because he needs he needs that many people. Because if they all bring three or four people each, then he's making money. He's running a business. He's trying to make money. But I totally understand your point. From an audience perspective, to see that many comedians, you're dying by the end. But what's the alternative? What else can...
The alternative is this goes away, and it takes you longer, unfortunately, and you get a better quality show. It's going to take longer for you to get to where you have to be.
Yes.
As far as where you get easily weeded out through whatever this is going on. I mean, do you think that, many times I get to talk to some of the seasoned people that are way above me and Jay, and there was no such thing as a bring a show. It took them years to get to where they are. We'll give an example. Vic DiBitetto. He started out in the 80s with Andrew Dice Clay. At what point in his career did he finally become famous?
Yeah,
20 years later.
Bread and milk.
20 years later, it took him to get famous off of a bread and milk video.
Yep.
Well, right. When we did the Green Room show that one night, I think you were here, Jeff. We had that guy from Texas, Liam, if I remember right. I think that was his name. Where he didn't even know, he wasn't even sure what a Bringer show was until he came here. He said they don't have him down in Texas. In fact, he was
But
pretty
yet
sure a lot of states
guys
don't.
in other states
Yeah.
that make memes on Instagram and Facebook. They know what bringer shows are.
Right.
They post things, and you're like, how the fuck does that guy know what's going on here?
Right.
And it's crazy. But back in those days, and I hear the stories all the time, you hear that, but there was comedy clubs. There was comedy clubs that were open 5 nights. Like in the city,
Oh, yeah.
they're open 7 nights a week.
Right.
We don't have that here.
Let's take a step back. Let's think about it. Where did pretty much it all stem from? I mean, listen. I'm going to sit here and say I love Butera the person. I love him. Great guy, nice guy. Love him to death. Take away these 3 people, or excuse me, even 4. Let's take away 4. Let's take away the Dylan, the Butera, the Weiss, and the Paquette. You take them away. What do you got?
No shows, nothing.
Okay, then...
Unless you want to go to the city and do open mics and hope someone gives you a spot.
Terrific. Great. But how did this all stem from? It's these 4 people that are lurking around and have been doing it for the past 10 years. And it's not just the sickness, it's the cancer.
Did he just call Butera cancer?
No, the type of shows.
It's the type, yeah.
It's like I said, it's horrible. It's killing it. And then when you get little creatures God, I don't even want to say his name because, like I said, it's like you say his name 3 times and it pops up in the mirror.
Oh God.
Like I said, and it's these people that sit there and go oh, I can ride that gravy train too. I know how to do that because I'm watching these guys do it. No, you're just adding jet fuel to the fire. So, other than that, Jay, love you, and I'm happy that you're doing the show next week with Hirsch and the Cakes.
Thank you.
Where are you right now?
Right now, I'm sitting in my office. I'm just relaxing and chilling, and I was like, I got to chime in on this.
Oh,
and then to add to where Jay says, he gets these accolades, I was actually sitting in the back of the main room one time, and there was an audience member, and I believe I told you this, Jay. There was an audience member who I was overhearing it, and he said, wow, I love this fucking guy. I'm glad he's up tonight.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
That's awesome.
So for me to hear that, it just solidifies Jay's hard work and his moving up in this industry.
Absolutely.
Other than that, I have no hornitude, so you guys have a great day and good luck with trivia. And hopefully Tony has some easy questions about, something relevant. Talk to you guys later. Toot-toot, bye-bye.
You're a dick. No, I don't. I never have relevant questions. I brought some rap questions. Let's go through some comments here. Let's see. Jeff goes deep right out of the gate, says Ken Pichel when Jeff said the over-dramatization thing. I was having a conversation just the other day. There should be a decent group of people that shouldn't even be near a mic. All right, let's see what this is. It doesn't have a name, so who knows what kind of trouble we're going to get in. You're live on the air. Who's this?
So I heard my name a couple of times, and I feel I need to defend myself.
Please do, sir. Please do.
I produce only the most top quality, the best known, the biggest actors you've ever seen in your entire life. Joey DiBaggio, Timmy DiStefano, just the names that you couldn't even imagine. Just amazing people.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that.
Mm. And you guys, I don't think you understand the genius that I am. I think that like there's a jealousy, because everybody wants to be like me.
How so? Like in looks?
No. Failed businessman, wife left me, that sort of thing. It's the best way to be in life.
Oh.
Because then you find out who you truly are and who truly loves you.
And who truly loves you?
Me. That's all that matters.
Oh. Do you have any comedy shows coming up?
No, I do not. But I'm thinking about it.
Do one for Sickness Saturday.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Do one on Sickness Saturday.
Next Saturday. No, I'm busy with my shooting schedule. Very busy. I'm very big.
Are you up to the... did the third one come out?
I have no idea.
Are you working on the, the 6th one or the 18th one? Like, which one are you working on now?
Well, this is the 400th completely sold-out show. The best in the world. I'm an award-winning actor, and I'm just amazing all around.
You're definitely amazing, that's for sure.
Yeah. Listen, the Roach coach just got here, and I have to go and be a roach.
All right, take care.
We appreciate the call.
Do me a favor. Drive fast. Take chances.
All right, I will. That sounds like really sage advice. So.
Thank you for calling.
Yeah, that was definitely, yeah.
That was good.
Yo, man, we're all trying to live out a dream. I'm
That's
not
right.
bashing anyone trying to live a dream. I'm just bashing the sickness part of it. Like, it's crazy.
So was it that comment about this gentleman passing that sparked you to talk about the sickness
No,
today?
I've talked about it for a long time.
Well, yes, but today we're really talking in depth about it, which we haven't
because
done.
that guy just fired me up.
That's what I'm
and
asking.
that was
Okay.
just such a scumbag move.
Yeah, that's definitely poor taste. Hello, Kirsten. I don't think I said hi to you this morning. Hello, Kirsten. Ken is watching. Bosie, they are crazy and delusional that they are the next big thing. They are throwing out 9s and 10s on stage. Yeah, Ken Pichel thought the Super High Honors graduation was funny. Keep humbleness and stop crawling up people's ass. Be happy for what you get and work hard to get what you want, says Bosie. Wow. Bosie dropping knowledge like a professor, says Ken Pichel.
Yo, just be humble, man. Be nice. Respect people. Yo, and when you see new people, like I see a new person coming up, I'm like, okay. Like I had a guy explain to me so I would figure it out. But he gave me like the little bit of facts. Like, yo, this is what it's going to be. Make sure you get paid. If they tell you they're paying you, make sure you get paid. And I understand a sales pitch. I do phone sales. I know the sales pitch. So when you tell someone, hey, If you bring 4 people, I'll give you $5 a head. Okay? That person brings 3. He's expecting $15. Because he doesn't hear the 4.
Right.
So when that guy says, and I've witnessed it, Butera always says, you know what? I'm not going to scum him out of fucking... Here's $15. He does do that, and I've watched it. But, so I tell people, like, you know, it's a shitty business. I started out, like, yo, because you don't want to, you know what the good is. The good is that drug that you're, when you get up there and you fucking do good. And so I tell them the shitty aspect of it. And then you do with it what you want, you know?
I know you've been screwed on road trips. How do you handle that? You just suck it up?
Yeah,
because that's part of the sickness too.
I
in my
know what
opinion.
I'm going into.
Okay, because and it's funny because what you just talked about, the deal was 4, you get 5. All right, but you know what? I'll give you the 15. And I'm glad you told me that he gave it to the guy because one, you're not gonna $15 is not gonna make a big difference in your life. So
Not
give
at
it to
all.
him. But it will make a big difference in the sense that it's only $15. But the fact that you still gave it to the guy, that story will spread around. That
Now that guy
comedian will
wants to
come
bring
back.
people again.
Right. He wants to bring people again.
So when he goes and works for the other guy who doesn't pay him,
right. Or if that comedian makes it bigger, you know, he'll never forget that Butera helped, you know, get him there.
listen, I understand the business aspect of it, and a lot of people don't. That's the shitty part, especially if you're new,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But when they figure it out, they're like, "Why am I going to take 5 ahead when I could do my own show?" Producing shows is not easy.
It's not easy at all.
You fucking know.
I know it. Oh, absolutely,
And
I know it.
it's unfortunate. Procrastination truly is a silent killer.
But absolutely right.
Because
absolutely,
they procrastinate, and next thing you know, it's Thursday. The show is Friday. You
Right.
have 3 tickets sold, but then Friday night you show up. There's 87 people there. You're like, wow, how the fuck did that happen?
Oh, I've done plenty of shows where the week of, well, don't get me wrong. We've done plenty of shows that sold out plenty of time. I don't want to make myself look bad, but there have been shows where it's the week of and we didn't even sell half the room. Like, holy shit, what are we going to do? And you can't procrastinate. Like you said, you got to go into crazy mode, and you just push the shit out of it. I have done shows where in 3 days we've sold 100 tickets. I mean, that's a little extreme, but we've done plenty of shows where in 5 days we've sold 50 to 60 tickets. It happens, and we don't know the science, unfortunately. I mean, there are plenty of times we've done shows that sold out a month in advance. If I knew why it happened that way, I would do it that way every time.
Of course.
But my thing is always the long run. Again, pay him the $15 because in the long run that's going to make a big difference. You don't pay the $15, that's going to make a big difference for you too in the long run. Occasionally we do murder mysteries, out of state where there's a lot of driving, like road trips, like you guys. We make a deal with the venue, but murder mysteries, just like comedy shows, if you're going on a road trip, you're going with a few guys, you also get paid accordingly. Same thing, we have at least 6 people in every one of my murder mysteries. These people, they get paid. You're getting paid, I pay them, a decent amount because you're going to be traveling overnight. You're taking a lot of time out of your schedule, and I take care of your accommodations. I drive you because in the long run, when I need actors, I want these guys to say, well, yeah, he takes good care of us when he can. If I get screwed by the venue, that is not the actor's problem. So that means I have to take less. That means I have to take a loss because I'm still paying you what I promised. I'm still handling the accommodations because that, in the long run, and even the venue. Hey, work with me here. We didn't get X amount of people. Or we had a problem with this. We had a problem with that. Can I, will you take $100 less? It sucks. but you say yes because if you say no, you pay me that 100. Great, I got that 100.
You're never performing there ever again.
Exactly. And it's happened plenty of times. I'll say, fine, take the 100 off. And it sucks. I went home with 100 less. And maybe that made a difference on whether I was going to break even or not. But they brought me back the next time, and I made maybe 3 or 4 extra than I usually make because they remembered it. And this time we had a good turnout, or there were no problems, and they made their money. Plus they booked me 2 or 3 times a year for the next 5 years. These are the things that.
Doing the right thing.
But that's part of the sickness. People don't think about. They don't think about the big picture. They don't think ahead. They just think about. That particular. To me, I always say it's a car salesman mentality. I think about this one sale, and what it's going to get me, and that's it.
I agree. People are. You can fuck some of the people some of the time, but
right.
You can't fuck all the people all the time.
Andy said he loves the afflicted. He feels better about himself. Too loud, I call it speaking passionately. I agree. It was passionate, but then they one of the owners came over to make sure the door was closed. Some of us like sauce on our pizza, and some don't. Says Kent Pichelle. Oh, there's Fremder. Dan Romano reminds me of one of the guys that kidnapped Pinocchio. Kent Pichelle says Russell Wilson. Who's that? Who's Russell Wilson? Oh, the football player. Right. Right. New phone number. Who this? Sound like evil Dr. Fedora. No, that was Jeff. He was just in the office for once. Without bad pizza, there is no good pizza, says Andy. Fremder, I'm a bringer of bad jokes. No argument there. Kent Pichelle, depends on what the audience member is looking for and at what ticket or admission price. Some nights I'd rather hear any live music cover artist or band that's pretty good, not bad, as opposed to not hearing any live music at all. Yeah, okay, that makes sense, Ken, but most of the time people don't know. Like the Giggle Room. The Giggle Room is produced by anybody. Anybody can produce a show in the Giggle Room. But most people, they hear Governors, so they're just assuming it's a professional comedy show. They don't know it's being produced by such and such who may not have done it as much or doesn't put on as good a product as the main club. You don't know that you're going to see a comedian that's only performed once or twice or somebody just graduated the comedy class. You're assuming you're going to a real, quote-unquote, comedy show with 4, maybe 5 comics. You don't know that you're going to see 15, and it's going to be 3 hours before you see, the headliner. Unfortunately, that does happen a lot. Plajanos, I disagree with Bosey. Sorry, I'm in and out at work. But, Andy, what about the pizza and sex cliche that even when it's bad, it's still pretty good? Knock 'em Dead should play the Castle. What, Ohika?
No. Castle on the Delaware.
Castle on the Delaware? What's that?
It's in Walton, New York. It's a venue, Terry.
That's where. Yeah, you guys were just there.
Yeah.
And why should Knock 'em Dead play there?
I don't know. I was joking.
Oh, what's the matter? You all right?
I'm good. I'm fucking chilling. I can't believe I get to do. If I can only do this, get paid. How's the Twitch fucking money thing coming out?
The
Tony?
Twitch.
It's been about 2 months now. We got any fucking shekels in there?
No. Good morning, New York girl. No, the Twitch has been slow. The very first day we got a little over 20 subscribers, and we were very excited. We thought that was pretty good. And now since that first day, so we've been doing this almost 2 months. Now we're probably 35.
Okay.
In fact, there it is. The last person.
Have they not donated, though? Why are we not donating?
Because you have to have X amount of...
to get money?
To even ask for it. You have to have X amount of subscribers.
Hold on, we're going to a commercial. We're high-fiving when no one could see us because we're getting paid while we're commercial.
So I did the girl that's been helping me with this, the one that's been spearheading it, who used to have a podcast on Twitch, who's a social media expert. She was in here 2 weeks ago, and she said you got to be patient. It does take time. She said you guys are on the right track. Just keep going. Now, that's easier said than done. You know, we're coming up on 5 years since we started this show, and we've tried all sorts of ideas, and we've been patient. And some, you know, when it comes to making money, we haven't got there. So we're trying. We're always trying.
So we're gonna put out a donation bin. Gonna start a GoFundMe.
There is something else going on that I'm not going to talk about on air, and I'll be happy to tell you afterwards.
Oh, nice.
That could turn into something, but it's in very early stages, and who knows where it'll go. But it is something I'm very excited about, and I will share that with everybody else eventually.
Nice.
When I know more. But, yeah, I'll tell you about it after. So we're always, you know, and that's the thing, too, you know, we're in a different age, you know, where people will, you know, people used to get paid for what they do. Now we're in this age of donations and just paying anything towards something if you like it. Where I think people my age aren't used to something like that. They're even uncomfortable with something like that. So it is a little awkward for me to just put it out there. Hey, donate. But that is what people do now. That's what's happening here on Twitch. I've talked about it a few times. I know a guy that claims last year he made $70,000 just from asking for donations for his video podcast. So there is a little bit of guilt for having fun every day and having a lot of laughs with great comedians like yourself, and then trying to get paid for it at the same time. But there's no reason why you shouldn't get paid. We're entertaining. We're busting our asses. I mean, I get up at 7 a.m. every day, and I go to the bathroom to do my business. While I'm on the bowl, I'm on the phone, and I'm, you know, promoting Coffee with the Dog. Half hour later, I'm promoting this show. I'm making sure I have enough stuff to talk about. I'm putting together Tuesday trivia. I'm booking a guest for next week. You know, and then I come in here. I set up, do the show. Then there's breakdown. There's things I got to do on the computer. You know, from 7 a.m. to like 1, 2 p.m. in the afternoon, it's all like with hardly any stop time. Like I don't even eat lunch till like any time, around 1, 2 o'clock. You know, and then I'm back here tonight for Hershey and the Keegs. Like, there's a lot to do, so why not get paid?
I'm with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm with you. Yo, we got to do, I know you don't do Wednesdays, but let's do a fucking Thanksgiving Eve, Wednesday, Knock 'em Dead show.
Oh, we can do that. Yeah.
Let's do that. I'll come in.
You'll come in? We'll get the boys.
You get Andy.
Okay.
Let's do like Andy, me, see if Dan can come. I don't know what the work schedule is like, but yeah, let's do that. Let's do a Thanksgiving Eve.
I would love to. Andy, Dan and Joe. Let's get Don Sill. Jeff, of course. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do
let's see. How many do you need to get bits? Oh, the click spot, for people to click for us to get money.
A lot more than 35.
It's a lot more.
So please tell your friends and family members.
I forget. It's really not. I forget the exact number. It's not as bad as you might think it is, but we're definitely not there yet. My friend who's been helping out, it's Stephanie, Nathan Norton's girlfriend. She's away right now. She won't be back for like another 2 weeks. She's a big shot with WWE, handling a lot of marketing and stuff, and she travels with them a lot. So she's out of town quite often. So I think she's gone for now 2 weeks. I'll have to get her in here. Fremder, pizza is delicious. There's nothing better than a hot, crusty pie in your face. Ken Pichelle, I think I understand what you're saying from the perspective of those putting on shows. My friend makes between 30 and 60 grand a year on Twitch with bits, says New York Girl. New York Girl, if you can, maybe you get that person to contact me, or maybe just check out this show, and I would love to pick that person's ear a little bit. All comedians should get paid because laughter is priceless. Thank you, Fremder. That's absolutely right. Well, I think I just sent something intelligent, he says. Plajanos is in for the night before Thanksgiving, but he might have to bring the girls. That's fine. I mean, the girls have been in here. They don't hear any of our crap, so it's fine. Tony, I sent you a gift sub to my friend's show. All right, I appreciate that. If I knew what that was. He has let me add your link in his chat when he is live. I will get in touch with him. Oh, wow.
Oh.
Sweet. Thank you, New York girl.
Hey, bringing it up. You see? Make sure I get my royalties on that New York girl.
And what can
Tony turns the fucking Trailblazer into a fucking Maserati, and I'm just gonna be like, is this guy fucking kidding me now?
Let me tell you something. Not to toot my own horn, but like I said, my actors always get paid what they're promised to get paid. They don't even know what I'm getting paid. They have no idea what's going on behind the scenes. They don't. There are nights I'm taking a loss. There are nights that I'm breaking even. There are nights I'm making a decent amount. But I always, and me and Eric have always, we're partners in Knock 'em Dead. It's always been important to us that we share the wealth. Plenty of times we get tipped, and we never keep it. We split it up between everybody. We make sure that everybody's paid accordingly. And believe me, if I'm able to make something happen in here, everybody's getting a piece of the pie. If it means we're getting $1 each, that's just the right way to do it. And if it builds for all of us, man. This show doesn't exist without you and Dan and Joe. It doesn't exist without Andy. And now Jeff, who's been joining me lately. And of course, even Sally, who, is starting a day job next week. I don't know if we'll ever see her in here again. She still deserves something because she busted her ass in here for years.
5 years. That's a long time, man.
Absolutely.
It's a grind.
It is a grind.
I'm telling you, man.
How come I don't get paid, says Beansy. You get paid plenty. You get your name on here. You get lunch. Oh, Bosis, everything Tony is saying, 100%. That's right. Jeff knows. He's one of our actors. What? Nucking came from my advertising you on his page. What is that word? Gene, New York girl, what is that supposed to say? KNUCKIG. There's definitely a typo there. But all right, so
maybe he's a subscriber?
Yeah, maybe. Nucking is a person who has stopping in to. Oh, he is a person who has stopped in to see your Twitch a few times. Oh.
See?
Oh,
nice.
Now, what can I do for him?
Let's go, New York girl. Thank you for your help. We appreciate you.
New York girl is the best. All right. Well, yeah, I appreciate all the help. Subs are sent to people inviting you to Twitch channel. Also, when you sub to get money. Also,
so it's a sickness. Me and Tony both need a handicap permit sticker.
You have one?
No.
Oh, I have one. It's on my license plate.
Oh,
it's permanent. Wow. I need. Unfortunately, I do need it sometimes. I don't always.
Let's talk about that before we do trivia.
Okay. I don't always use it, but there are days.
Should. Yeah, you do need it. I understand. We saw the picture of the. My God, put a sock on that. I'm like, is this guy fucking serious right now?
There are socks on it, and it's still getting cut.
See that?
I wanted to explain why I wasn't coming to do the show. I didn't want people to think I was just taking a day off and being lazy. I wanted them to know I really did have an issue. So that's why I posted that picture.
When they ask, send the fucking thing private. No one wants, at least put a sock on it. Like the other guy does. By the way, let's talk about something real quick. It was Halloween. I didn't see one drop of shaving cream, not one fucking egg in the street. What are you doing with your kids? You're raising pussies.
There should be egging and shaving cream?
Yes.
And graffiti?
You know how fun that was?
Yes and no. I liked the shaving cream on each other, egging each other, but I was never a fan of let's do that. Let's cause some destruction.
You know, when that parent stopped, take your asses home, you slobs with eggs. You egged the shit out of their car. That they deserve that.
Oh yeah, I did.
But not just random. You know, like it was so much fun. These kids aren't fucking pussies.
I didn't even really see that many kids out.
Oh no, there was my neighborhood had fucking even Billy Guy came by yesterday. He was like, "Wow, you got a lot of fucking kids."
Oh yeah, what was Billy Geyer coming over for?
Fucking rat.
I didn't say anything. I just asked what he was doing.
We were smoking doobs.
Oh,
Halloween blunts.
Halloween blunts. I like that.
Blunts are good blunts. I smoked so much weed on Saturday. Oh, my cousin's wedding. Rough night. Oof.
Really? There is such a thing as like a weed hangover?
Oh yeah, I woke up. Well, I went to bed at like 4 a.m, and then the organic queen woke me up at like 8 to go get her bagels because she was still drunk.
Nice.
And then I was up, and then I fucking slept. Oh man, what a long day.
Let me ask you. Somebody once told me that having sex while high is like the most incredible experience. Is that true?
I like it, you know.
But
I like to do everything high, but ecstasy, boning on ecstasy. Oof.
Really?
Yeah. Oof.
But how so?
I don't know. But when you do ecstasy, everything, like if they touch you like that,
yeah.
Like, oh my God. Like,
oh really?
So good. Yeah, you get like. But I haven't done ecstasy in so long, you know.
I don't think I've ever even seen ecstasy. That's how much of a nerd I am. Wow.
New York girl must live in a good neighborhood.
She had over 500 kids.
Wow, 500 kids.
They minivan them in from other neighborhoods. Why do they? What? Just to get more candy? What?
Yeah, because she probably lives in like Garden City and like.
She's not in Garden City, but where she lives is not far, like from that level of that type of town. Yeah. Kirsten was surprised. Nothing in my neighborhood either. It was a very mellow Halloween. Yeah.
We had. She set out like the little candy bowl for the kids, you know. Take one.
See, now that pisses me off. Who? Oh, Hirschman. Hirschman posted.
They stole them.
They stole the bowl. That pissed me off. When we were kids, some people had a bowl or a hefty bag, and you would reach in and take one, and you'd keep going.
I do a joke about it, you know. Like, because, you know, really, the reason they do that isn't because they don't want to see the kids and all that. It's because they have fucking dogs that they don't train. So when someone knocks on the dog goes fucking nuts. It happens at my house.
Sure.
The dog tries to run out, so they put that out.
Right.
So they're lazy, can't train their dogs, so they're pretty much assholes. But they're the assholes that carry their dogs like in a fucking Louis Vuitton purse.
Yes.
So if I see that sign, I'm taking one whole fucking bowl. Fuck you.
But you're not stealing the bowl.
Especially if it's that good candy. Like if, let's say it's the mix of Kit Kat, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, and Snickers or Milky Ways.
Now you're talking Milky Ways.
You put that whole fucking bowl in your bag. You don't have to go to no one else's house. Keep it moving. Boom, you're 2 blunts in. Fucking eating.
Maybe I'm going to a Halloween party. I'm not going to be home, so I'm just nice enough to leave some stuff out because I'm not going to be there.
No one's having a Halloween party on a Monday.
My son went to a Halloween party last night.
Okay, well, he's 20 years old. That's what they do. You're fucking 40. 50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hand out until 9 p.m., then bowl. Oh, then the bowl.
It's probably a TikTok thing. Like stealing the bowl.
Yeah, probably. Late night treater stole a New York girl's bowl also.
See, but my girl's smart. You see, my girl's smart. The organic fucking queen.
Yeah.
She cut a cardboard box and put the fucking... So what if they steal? If they steal, they're taking a cardboard box. Fuck them.
Right. Yeah, well, again, that's what I said. A hefty bag. Just put a hefty bag out. Reach in, grab one, move on.
I'm all for that.
Frozen grapes on Halloween, says Beansy. What the hell are you talking about?
And then I turned that joke into... Because, you know, I still go trick-or-treat. And then I go, you know, it's Halloween. A little fat kid's going to knock on your door. And his costume is going to look like a second skin. Because in our world, one size does not fit all. Don't laugh at that little fat fuck.
We should try that next year.
Reach in your bowl and whisper in his ear, "Fat lives matter," as you give him 3 or 4 pieces of candy. Try to help out the little fucking kids.
Why don't we do that next year? Let's tell people we're 16-year-olds dressed up as our parents, as older people, and we'll go trick-or-treating.
I'll go with a fucking sheet as a ghost. I don't want no one to see who I am.
And they think you're just an older teenager because of your height?
That's because you're rich, New York girl.
My idiot neighbor...
If you're putting out a Yeti cooler, you deserve to lose that.
Yeah, that's pretty stupid.
I stood outside of Bellport Brewery coffee shop trying to get people to guess how many beans were in a jar for 3 hours in the sweltering sun for $100. And people were like, nah, I don't need a Yeti cooler. What the fuck do you mean? It's a $300 cooler. If you win, sell it on eBay for $150.
That's right.
It's free, you dum-dum. Put a fucking number on a piece of paper. I'm sweating like a fucking pedophile on the playground right now. God.
You dum-dum. All right. It's time for Tuesday Trivia, ladies and gentlemen. The way this works, I'm going to ask some random trivia questions. Jay has no idea what questions are coming at him. Jay's going to take a stab at them. Please, in the comment thread, put down your answers. I'm going to ask all these questions without giving out the answers. Then I'm going to start over again and ask them again, go over Jay's answers, go over your answers, and make fun of you all. And then I will give you the correct answer. Are you ready? Jay Christopher.
Let's go.
Magnum P.I. wore a baseball cap displaying what team's name?
Detroit Tigers.
Let's see. I'm going to skip that one. How fast in words per minute does the average American adult read? How many words per minute?
25.
25. Phaslophobia is the fear of what? Thaslo phobia. Phaslophobia is the fear of what?
Suffocating.
Suffocating. Let's see. According to a study, what percentage of 7th grade students claim to have experienced cyberbullying?
80%.
Cream. The word cream.
Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bill, yo.
That was the question. Cream was an acronym for what in the
Wu-Tang
1994 Wu-Tang Clan hit? Yep. I say clang. It's clan. I'm so white.
Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the... That's a good tune right there. Good tune.
Which controversial six-piece group's original lineup comprised of Kim Nazel, Antoine Karabi, and Andre Young, Eric Wright, O'Shea Jackson, and Lorenzo Patterson?
NWA.
And give me their stage names.
DJ Yella.
Where there's a few that
Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, Eazy-E. There's 6 of them, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So we DJ Yella, MC Ren, I think might be in there. Dr. Dre, Eazy-E. What was the other one I just said? Ice Cube. Yeah, I named 6. MC Ren.
You named 5.
DJ Yella. Ice Cube. Dr. Dre. Eazy-E. Oh my God. Snoop Dogg? I don't think it's Snoop. Snoop wasn't part of them. NWA. Oh my God. I don't know who the last one is.
All right. Next
When you say it, I'm going to be like, oh.
Yes, I think you will. Next question. How many instruments could the late Prince play? How many instruments was Prince able to play?
3.
3. What is the band, or name the band that composed and performs the South Park theme song?
Oh, I have no idea. I'm going to see Red Hot Chili Peppers. You like to have those questions?
I saved that for Dan. Let's see. According to the Guinness Book of World Records, the largest free rock concert clocked in a record-breaking 4.2 million in attendance. Who was the featured performing artist?
Wow. Guns. Oh, no, it's not that. I have no idea. I have no idea.
All right. You don't want to just name somebody big.
What year was it?
Where'd it go? It didn't mention a year. I want to say it might have been the mid-90s, if I remember right. The largest free rock concert clocked in a record-breaking...
U2.
Okay.
I'll go with U2.
Good guess. All right. Last question. What creature has a sex organ 20 times the length of its body? 20 times the length of its body.
A whale.
A whale. All right. Very nice.
Oh, no, that's not a whale.
It's not a whale? You want to change your answer?
Yeah, whatever.
Let's see. All right. So, Fremder, on Halloween, people think I'm dressed like a ghost, but it's usually my KKK outfit. Oh, my goodness.
You don't have to say all the comments.
Magnum PI wore a baseball cap displaying what team's name? Jay said the Tigers of Detroit. Kirsten said the Red Sox from Boston. Who's that? Beansy said the Atlanta Braves. Fremder said the Ballpark Franks. Jay is correct. The Detroit Tigers.
Wow.
Yep, you know you're a Magnum.
Wow. Fat boy.
How fast in words per minute does the average American adult read? Jay said 25. Excuse me. Beansy said 90. Kirsten said 45. Fremder, it depends on if you graduated high school or not. I'm sorry. I missed Ken Pichel's answer to the first question. He said the Brooklyn Dodgers. Well, he should have anyway. It should have been Brooklyn Dodgers. Okay. You're all wrong. You're not even close. It's 275 words a minute.
Wow.
Yeah, that's impressive. Phaslophobia is the fear of what? Jay said suffocating. Kirsten said fear of fat people. Beansy, fear of swollen tits.
You don't have to read some of the answers, Tony.
Fremder said fear of midgets.
So it's a fear of fat people? That's the question you decided was a good one today?
No, that's not the answer.
Oh.
It's not even close. The answer is sitting idle or doing nothing. Phaslophobia is the fear of sitting idle or doing nothing.
Smoke a blunt, that'll go right away.
According to one study, what percentage of 7th grade students claim to have experienced cyberbullying? Jay said 80%. Ken Pichel said 33 and a third. Kirsten said 75. Beansy said 45. Fremder said, give me your lunch money. Ken Pichel, I'm sorry, your answers are coming in late. Phaslophobia, the fear of pizza not having enough sauce. You guys weren't far off. It's 69%. What percentage of 7th grade students claim to have experienced cyberbullying? 69%. Still pretty high in my opinion, but and I hope that changes. So, okay. Next question. CREAM was an acronym for what in the 1994 Wu-Tang Clan hit? Cash rules everything around me. Jay nailed it before I even finished the question.
I saw Wu-Tang Clan in 1993. I was 16 years old.
Wow.
It was July 4th. It was a club called Bermuda Triangle in Oceanside. I forgot what the real name. I think it was Sprats on the Water before that, but We all were there. There was maybe 200 people. We were like, what the fuck is a Wu-Tang Clan? Yo, they came out. They did 12 songs. And we were like, wow. What the They gave out singles. They were cassette singles.
Yep.
But we bumped those, and all of a sudden, by the winter, they were everywhere. And I was like, yo, we saw them when they were nobodies.
Yep.
And then it was $250 to go to a concert. To see them.
Right.
We saw them for $8.
So you just happened to go to that club that night?
Well,
Is that
we
what it
went,
was?
that summer we were going, and they had like young black teenagers, so they had a group every week.
Right.
But it was, they were there. We didn't go because they were there. We had no idea who they were, but blew up. It was sick.
Buddy of mine in 1981 went to Malibu, remember? Well,
I used to go to Malibu, too. Yeah,
he used to go there all the time. But 1981, he went there and saw U2. Can you now? That's amazing to me.
In '93, I saw Crisscross there.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I once saw Creed before they were
crazy.
I hated them then, and I never really got into them. Ken Pichelle says 75%. With the rap questions, Kirsten says whatever Jay says. Ken Pichelle, I agree with Jay in rap questions, just like I agree with Sally on science questions. Fremder, Cream said some crap that starts. Minus the C. Okay. Which controversial six-piece group's original lineup comprised of Kim Nasal, Anton Corabi, Andre Young, Eric Wright, O'Shea Jackson, and Lorenzo Peterson? Name the group and give me their stage names. Jay said NWA. Ken Pichelle said Public Enemy. He said the song was Body Count. And then, Jay said NWA. Jay would be correct, of course. And he got you did. You got 5 out of 6 stage names. DJ Yella, Dr. Dre, Eazy-E, Ice Cube, MC Ren, and Arabian Prince. That's the one you missed. Arabian Prince.
Damn.
How many instruments could the late Prince play? Jay said 3. Fremder said 1999. That's funny. Kirsten said 5. Beansy says 4. Ken Pichelle says 8. You are all incorrect. 27.
Wow.
27 different instruments that man could play. That's impressive. That guy, I miss that guy. He was fan. You must like Prince, right?
Oh yeah, everyone.
Yeah, everyone likes Prince.
Listened to it in my mother's car.
What is the name of the band that composed and performed the South Park theme? Jay said the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Fremder says Primus. Beansy says Tito Santana. What the? You were all incorrect except for Fremder. It was Primus, or it is Primus, I should say.
Oh, wow.
Yep. According to the Guinness Book of World Records, the largest free rock concert clocked in a record-setting 4.2 million in attendance. Who was the featured performing artist? Jay said U2, which is a good guess. Beansy says Elvis. Fremder, the singer of the Muppet Band. Kirsten says Pearl Jam. Let's see. Ken Pichelle says Stone Temple Pilots. You guys are all incorrect, but they're all great answers. Rod Stewart.
Wow.
Yeah, I was surprised to read that myself. Okay. What creature has a sex organ 20 times the length of its body? Jay said a whale. Beansy says what? Inspector Gadget. What? Fremder says a Fremdier. Kirsten says a hamster. You're right, Kirsten. I usually do give a multiple choice on the phobia question. You're right. I'm sorry. Ken Pichelle saw Public Enemy and Anthrax in 1991. Wow. I remember Andy saying he saw the Smashing Pumpkins at Stony Brook University. He saw the Red Hot Chili Peppers there. Wu-Tang Clan sounds like it could be another name for the Pussy Brigade. All right. So nobody's got answers? Well, some of you had answers for the... What'd you guys say it was? A hamster. It's not a whale or a hamster. It's a barnacle. a barnacle.
Wow.
Has a sex organ 20 times the length of its body, which is why people call me Tony the Barnacle, in case anybody was wondering. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
That's a sickness.
It's part of the sickness.
There you go.
Everyone's got it. It's just a matter of how bad.
Tony, set up a Discord for yourself, and I'm sure my friend will talk to you. You can make calls through Discord and not have to share your real phone number. Okay. I don't know what that is or how to do it, but I know the kids use it for video games. Is that how they... No, they talk to each other through the virtual shit, right, when they're playing games? I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. But thank you, New York girl, for all the help. Yeah, I'll talk. I'll talk to you, and you'll have to explain this to me in English. Thank you, pal. Where are you playing? So you Comedy Cove this weekend?
Comedy Cove with Uncle Terry headlining in Springfield, New Jersey. Come out, see the blimp and Uncle Terry.
What? The whole Friday and Saturday? Saturday? What?
Friday and Saturday.
Very
9 p.m.
nice.
shows.
You staying out there?
Yeah, we're probably going to stay out there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very
Like
nice.
gentlemen in a shitty hotel. Like gentlemen. Bring lots of weed. Uncle Terry will bring some spirits. There'll be parliaments and Seneca menthol lights. And we're going to have a good time. We're going to make people laugh. Of course, check out the shows here at Governor's Comedy Clubs.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. As we mentioned, November 18th, Hershey and the Keegs live in the Giggle Room with Jay, Tom McGuire, Carla Okerson. That's a great show. Be sure to check that out. Of course, don't forget this Saturday, the No Rhyme, No Reason Comedy Night with Jeff and Rich. Keegan will be there too. Kathy Arnold. And I believe this picture is old. I believe they've announced...
Roseanne Sorrentino, I think, is going to be on it. Rosie.
Oh, they added Rosie. Okay, very nice. Govs.com, baby, to order your... make your reservations for all these great shows and more. Check out their website to see who's playing the club this weekend. All the clubs this weekend. The Giggle Room, the main club in Levittown, and of course McGuire's out in Bohemia. Govs.com. Of course, if you'd like to make the list for the private screening of a great short film that won Best Script at the Tokyo International Film Festival. That's right, I'm talking about Comic Sans. Written and directed and starring Don Sill. Also starring Eric Haft and Shari Poland and Joey Cola and Carrie Karavis, Austin Brooks, and of course, our very own Jeff Bosey, Joey Petroni, Andy Plagianos, and myself. We're all in it. I am the executive producer along with Don. My son, Zach, he put the crew together, and he was the assistant director. Looking forward to this. 2 weeks from tomorrow at the Belmore Theater. If you'd like to attend this private screening, get in touch with us, and we'll get you on the list. Really excited about that. And that's it. Today is Tuesday, so we got Hershey and the Keegs tonight at 9 o'clock on the YouTube channel, Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. That is the YouTube channel. Mike Keegan and Mark David Hirschman. I don't know who their guest is, if any, but join us on the YouTube channel at 9 o'clock. And, of course, we're off tomorrow, but Jeff and I will be back here on Thursday. Do you know Pamela Betty?
No.
She's great. She's a singer and a comedian. She's going to come on the show this Monday. So
Nice.
very excited about that. So, again, Hershey and the Keegs tonight. We're off tomorrow. And then Jeff and I will be back in here. Jeff Skelsey and I will be in here Thursday. So enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Enjoy Hershey and the Keegs tonight. Thank you, pal, as always. Looking forward to next week. Hopefully you and Dan will be back. It was nice to have Tuesday Trivia back. Nice to have you back. And I feel like I haven't seen Dan in forever. So hopefully he's here next week and we can have some fun with some more Tuesday Trivia. All right. Thank you, Ken Pichelle Palmore. What? Most people who have Twitch channels also have Discord. It's a place to be able to post and chat live. All right. Well, I'm old and new to this. I'll figure it out.
Word.
Thank you, guys. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you later. Okay, we're out. Bye.